Good evening. How are y'all doing? Good. Thank you, Kim, for introducing me. My name is Krystie Green, and I started a healing journey a few years back, and I just want to share a little bit of my story with you. I pulled out one of my notebooks that hadn't been used, that was lying around my house, one of many, and I opened it up to start a journal entry. And it started like this: November 4th, 2019. What the actual beep? I continued on and said, this isn't what life is supposed to be. There's got to be more to this life. I was married for 7 years at the time, had 2 awesome kids, had a cute little Yorkie named Honey. By all appearances on the outside, it looked like I was living a pretty good life. But on the inside, I felt empty. I felt numb. I couldn't feel a thing. So I thought the best place to start would be the beginning. One of my earliest memories as a little girl was hiding under the covers in the bedroom with the bunk beds and the brown paneled walls, holding a pillow tightly over my ears, trying to drown out the sounds of my parents screaming and yelling. It didn't work. I remember this happening on more days than I remember it not. And at the early age of 5, I learned, do not disrupt the equilibrium in my home, because one wrong move could start an avalanche. I learned how not to be seen. But I was a 5-year-old little girl who wanted to be the Little Mermaid when I grew up. I desperately wanted to be seen. So I became the good girl, or more so, the perfect one. I am a recovering perfectionist. And the first time I said those words out loud, I felt like I was at an AA meeting, because perfection and performance had become my addiction. I thought I had to be perfect to be loved. There are some parts that I didn't include when I was giving my introduction, and that's that I've never felt qualified. I've never felt good enough. I've always felt like I don't quite belong. I've never felt like I was enough. So I used performing and perfection to try to earn love from my parents and from my Heavenly Father. I thought I had to earn His love. I felt so unloved and so unworthy, and at the age of 12, when I was sexually abused, the shame just continued. I thought it was my fault. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. And the cycle continued for 20 years as I got more and more degrees and achievements and tried to earn love through performing. I wish I could say that it stopped into adulthood, but it didn't. Shame was this elusive concept. I didn't even know its name, but it was like a well-worn hoodie that was so comfortable that I put on every single day. It had become so much a part of me that I thought it was who I was. I thought I was unworthy. I thought I was unlovable. Shame had a grip on my life. Now I understand that shame is, there's a lot of definitions, and this is the one that resonated with me the most. It's an emotion, a painful emotion, or a belief that you feel inferior or unworthy, or the belief that others perceive you as inferior or unworthy. I knew I needed to heal, and I wanted to feel, but how do you heal? Give me a checklist. I will perform. I'll achieve. I heard people say you have to do the work. Well, what's the work? Tell me what books to read and what podcasts to listen to. I'll fly through it. I was good at achieving, but I don't think that's how healing works. Maybe you, too, have a long list of hurts that you know need healing. And you're wondering, like I was, am I even worthy of healing? Am I stuck with this for the rest of my life? Where was God, and why didn't He intervene? Will my kids and their kids have to go through the same pain and trauma that I have? Friend, I don't know the answer to all those questions. I wish I did. But what I do know is this: God so desperately wants to disrupt your story, so you see that He's delighted in you and He's delighted in me. Proverbs says, we are his daily delight. And just like a little girl, I learned not to disrupt. God wanted to disrupt my story and disrupt my thinking so that I could see his goodness and feel his love. So what happened to me is only part of my story, but it's not where the story ends. What happened is not who I am. What happened is real, but it's not who I am. I wanted to find out who I really was, who God created me to be, not the little girl who thought she had to perform to be loved. So I went back and I started at the beginning. But in order to heal, first, I had to feel. I had to feel all the pain and hurt and rejection from my past. I had to feel, release it, and then replace it with the fullness of God's love. You see, Jesus didn't meet me in church on Sunday morning. He didn't meet me in Sunday school. He met me in therapy on Thursday afternoon. And he was delighted in me. I had this vision of me walking around the neighborhood with little 5-year-old girl me. And we were just skipping along, being delighted in one another, just enjoying each other. And as we continued, I felt somebody else holding my other hand, and it was God. He was with me. He was with me all along, hiding under the blankets, and he's with me now as I heal. I had to go to the source of my pain for the deepest healing, and I had to go to the source of creation to find out who he created me to be. I had to go find out the master plan, because I am his masterpiece. I want to share with you a poem that I wrote as I was healing and uncovering some of the questions about who I really am and who God called me to be. And it's called, Who Am I? I am mother, sister, wife. I am daughter. I am friend. I am me. Fully alive and confidently pressing on to see who I really am, authentically and free. I find joy in the sun and the ocean, dancing, singing, joy-filled me. I am vulnerable and sensitive through the barriers you see. My walls are coming down, no longer bound by condemnation. There's no shame upon my crown. I am worthy. Words matter, they matter. Rip off the labels, watch them fall. Now redeemed, beloved, belonging, I am one and I am all. Lover of all people, wanderer of the seas. Chosen, purposed, loved, of that I'm most proud of. I have carried the weight of shame and felt numb to all my pain. But my God, he held my hand and he called me out by name. Krystie, you are mine. I am with you. Even now, even then when you couldn't feel it, you are worthy. You're my child. No earthly merits or awards can be earned to change your place. You have a seat at my table. I've chosen you a special place. You are chosen. You're invited. A special guest with special grace. I am covered, hidden, loved. I am called to see his face and share a message filled with hope, redemptive love, redeeming grace. You are not what happened to you. You are a brand new creation, woven together, fearfully and wonderfully made, fully known and fully loved. You have been set free. You are healed. You are worthy, my child, of the life that he died for. Thank you.